So go ahead. You can go ahead and step on top. For it.
Good morning and welcome to this morning service. Today's service is beginning shared by the preschool to third grade class.
Come back down quickly. Just stay back here for now.
We will now have fruit and floral offering by the high school class.
We will start off our service with the sutra chanting Sambutsuke, which can be found on page 44 of the service book.
Kaimon shojin sammai chie itoku muryo shusho jintai zennen shobutsu hokai gujin jin no kugo gaitai無名欲ぬ世尊読む人の死死人徳無量空君広大知恵人妙光明意祖神道大善ガンガサ仏在所法華道生じ未不下脱不正上位解任精進如是三昧知恵以上五世特物不行志願一切空空一切大安慶死有物百千億万無量大小修行五者供養一切死と小仏不尿愚道検証不逆非尿五者小仏世界不不影無臭節道 公明師匠変死小国尿税精進偉人難量両が差仏国土第一号宗奇妙道場超絶国尿内音任務闘争ガト愛民道脱一切実法来生心熱症状意図が国経楽安音古物神妙税が心象発願の日力小小欲実法節尊知恵無下上領子孫知が信行軽量心死読中画行精進忍住不見ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダナマンダブがんにしくどく平等性一切どんも大心お上安楽ナモアミダ仏ナモアミダ仏ナモアミダ仏ナンマンダ仏ナンマンダ仏ナンマンダ仏ナンマンダ仏
Please rise for the reading of Golden Chain, which can be found on page 90 of the service book. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link of bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who were weaker than myself. And pure and beautiful words, and to pure and beautiful deeds. And every link in Amida's golden chain loves be bright and strong, and it will obtain perfect peace. Namo Dabutsu, Namo Dabutsu, Namo Dabutsu. You may be seated. We will now listen to a Dharma message given by Laverne Sensei.
Good morning, everybody. And thank you very much, special chair people today. The pre-K to third grade class for chairing. They're doing a wonderful job. Some of you may have seen the email that came inviting you to this service. And I had not seen it previously, but it said, please come and join us for peace and calm at an in-person service. So I thought I'd better start by offering all of you some peace and calm. So what we're going to do today, and I'm going to invite the pre-K to third grade class if you want to come and you want to sit maybe cross-legged over here. All the kids, even the high school kids, like Cassidy and Andrea and Paulina, Juliana. Come on up here. We're gonna do a little meditation. Okay. All right. Thank you, junior high and high school kids. And even if some of you adults would like to join us, and you can sit cross-legged on the ground, oh, look at, here comes a big kid. Thank you, Mr. Norman. Mr. Norman is one of our high school teachers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just a couple of minutes of meditation. And what I would like for those of you that are sitting in the pews to just sit up straight, maybe come a little forward, feet flat on the ground, please. Straighten your backs, okay? And all you kids too, let's wiggle a little bit and get those heebie-jeebies out of our system first, okay? Because 2 minutes doesn't sound very long, but 2 minutes can be a long time, right? Okay, so I even brought the bell today. So I'm going to sound the bell, and when I sound the first bell, I'm going to ring it twice, okay? The first time, what I'd like for all of you to do is just get yourself in that straight back posture. Pretend there's like a string from the top of your head pulling yourself straight up. Straighten those shoulders a little bit. And then when I ring the second bell, we're going to start with a little bit of breathing and just start to get ourselves, our minds, and our bodies calm. So here's the first bell, okay? Get ready, sit straight. Okay, and then you can close your eyes. You can leave the sliver open so you can maybe see the ground in front of you. Okay? Okay, now I would like for all of you to start with a deep cleansing breath. So take a deep breath in, hold that breath for a second, and then let that breath out. Okay? Take a deep breath in, hold that breath, and exhale. Deep breath in, hold it, and exhale. Take another deep breath in, fill up your lungs and your diaphragms. Hold it there for a sec, and then let it out. Okay? So keep doing that for about a half a minute. Breath in, hold, and breathe out. And when you're filling your lungs with that, taking all the breath in, imagine the kindness, the compassion, and the wisdom that permeates the air around us. Hold that within yourself. And then breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And I'm I'm going to sound the bell twice. The first time, just start to come out of the meditation. And on the second bell, open your eyes. Okay. That was meditation. And I just want to talk a little bit about meditation. You know, in Jodo Shinshu, is this on? In Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, in our tradition, there's been debate for many, many years about whether, as part of our ritual practice, whether we meditate. And I would say that it depends on what you mean by meditation. If you mean by meditation that you meditate to become enlightened, then that is not a Jodo Shinshu practice. Because in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, we don't equate meditation with trying to become enlightened, okay? But as a Jodo Shinshu practicer, per myself, I say that we meditate to place our bodies and our minds in order for us to hear the Dharma, okay? And so now, thank you. Oh, that was a good shot. Now I'm going to say to the kids that you can go back to your seats, because now that you're all prepared to hear my Dharma talk, I'm going to just do a short Dharma message, okay? So, bye guys. A couple of weeks ago, I did do a Dharma talk, and I talked about bullying. And one response to the bullying, there were two little kids, and rather than be angry or cry, be upset, they merely said, thank you, right? So that was sort of an alternative, an option on how to react, how not to be angry. And so today, although the theme is peace and calm, I'm going to talk a little bit about anger. I'm going to talk about anger. It's one of what we learn in Buddhism as one of the three poisons. The three poisons being greed, anger, and ignorance. But I'm going to focus on anger today. We have the gift of this book, actually. I don't know, some of you may have picked it up. It's in the foyer. And I'm going to read something from this book that I thought was very appropriate for today's Dharma talk about anger. So this is titled Three Letters, three kinds of letters. There are three kinds of people in the world. The first are those who are like letters carved in rock, and they easily give way to anger and retain their angry thoughts for a long time. The second are those who are like letters written in the sand, and they give way to anger also, but their angry thoughts quickly pass away like the water washing over the sand, washing over the anger, washing away the anger. The third are those who are like letters written on running water, and they do not retain their passing thoughts. They let abuse and uncomfortable gossip pass by unnoticed, and their minds are always pure and undisturbed. And this is from the Nikaya. Some people would say that just because we're human beings, right? Shinran Shonin called himself Bonbu, ignorant, foolish human beings. And I think for me, that is part of what attracted me to Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, is that this was teachings for somebody very ordinary like myself, who come with a whole bunch of baggage And I would say maybe I would like to think less so today. But I was very prone to getting angry. I was running around, trying to keep up, trying to juggle a schedule of working too many hours, trying to raise a daughter by myself, and just, keeping up a household. And when something didn't go right, like I remember one time I got really mad at the post office, and I took out that anger on the postal worker. Well, it wasn't the postal worker's fault, but my anger had to be directed somewhere, right? And so it was directed at the person who, poor thing, just happened to be standing behind the counter at the post office. Anger, I think, is within all of us. But one thing that I hope, and I hope that our Dharma School children will take this when they go off and be on their own, and that is to remember that we do have choices. Sometimes we have to stop. We have to stop in the midst of the chaos around us, in the midst of a lot of negative energy sometimes that's really difficult to kind of step outside of. But we need to stop. We need to take that minute or two to meditate, to get our brains connected to our physical bodies, to our physical being, to stop, take some breaths, to calm ourselves, to be at peace within ourselves, because if we react in anger, we're just adding. We're adding to that chaos, right? We're adding to that negative energy. It takes effort, but I think it's really worth it. Think about how you felt even after those couple of minutes of just sitting, taking a moment to breathe, taking a moment to connect mind and body. That is part of Buddhist teachings, and that is part of what I think for myself has been very helpful. I don't always remember. That's why I'm Jodo Shinshu, I guess, because I am still Bombu. But if I can remember to just quiet for a little bit and to know that I also have choices, I hope that I can just be one person in this vast world that can change from a world of intolerance, world of anger, into a world of calm and peace. And so with the children, I hope, in our pledge, we say we want to be just like the calm Buddha, okay? We have to practice, okay? We have to practice being like the calm Buddha, the calm and kind Buddha. So I hope that you children will learn the oath, and I hope that you children will remember that oath as you get older and you have more experiences in this world. Okay, so please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Buddha, Namo Amida Buddha, Namo Amida Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, Namanda Buddha, which means I take refuge in the kind and compassionate Buddha. I take refuge in Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful day today.
Thank you, Miss Laverne Sensei, for giving today's Dharma talk. Please rise as we recite Kokun on page 92. Kokun. Watakushi tachi wa mihotoke sama no kodomo de arimasu. We're all Buddha's children.
Watakushi
Watakushi
tachi wa
tachu wa
mikotoke sama no
mihotoke samano
oshie wo
oshiemo
mamorimasu.
mamorimasu. We will all follow the Buddha's teaching. Watakushi tachi wa mina nakoyoku itashimasu. Will be overly friendly to everyone. Okay. Namoitatsu, namoitatsu, namoitatsu. You'll be always seated. At this time, does anyone have any announcements?
What a great job this class has done. I'm just overjoyed. A couple of messages. One is that the Dharma School is conducting their stuffed animal drive, and it will end next Saturday. There will be a drive-through for people in the community if they want to drop off stuffed animals, new stuffed animals or crafted animals. But we also are accepting monetary donations that would go to Ronald McDonald's charities. So thank you very much for your kind donations. The other is October 30th, after the proclamation service, Dharma School will be holding its annual Halloween party and lunch. So please be festive. I was really thinking I should come as the Incredible Hulk because I also feel that anger inside of me sometimes, and that would be a good representation of what I need to deal with. But if you can't be Incredible Hulk, please come dressed in some other costume. Join us for some great fun and games led by the Junior Y. And that, let's see, we'll have a potluck lunch. Dharma School will provide the meal, but the juniors will be leading us in games. Sorry, did I take? Sorry, Cassidy. Okay, thank you.
Please put your hands together for closing meditation. I will do all the good I can in all the ways I can, in all the places I can, at all the times as I can, as long as ever I can. Thank you, Amida Buddha. Namo Tabutsu, Namo Tabutsu, Namo Tabutsu. This concludes our service for today. Thank you for coming to today's service. Thank you to Laverne Sensei for offering today's service. Thank you to Mr. Breven Honda for ringing the Kanso, and to Mr. Ken Muraoka and Breven for doing the live stream. The Dharma School students may do oshoko and are excused to their classes, followed by the adults who may proceed to the conference room downstairs for an adult discussion. Thank you for your attending today, and see you next week.